Well, first off, the area is a very crowded area. So actually, most El Pasoans avoid it because it's so crowded. It's one of the most popular shopping centers in El Paso. And as far as a gun problem in El Paso, listen, El Paso is one of the safest cities. We've heard Beto O'Rourke say that on the campaign trail. This isn't an issue of guns. There are guns in America, and guns have saturated every community in America. This is an issue of ideology. What gets a 21-year-old to get a long rifle and go start killing innocent civilians? It's not because guns are available. It's because the person that's deciding to use that weapon is crazy. Some sort of ideology, we don't know yet. But the El Paso police averted a hostage situation. When that gunman went back into that Walmart, he could have actually captured other civilians and used them as hostages. But we also saw something in your coverage where the person in the mall said that the gunman was in Dillard's. Dillard's is another clothing retail outlet in El Paso, and that would have been in the mall. So that would put a gunman in the mall, in Cielo Vista Mall, and then a gunman into Walmart. Or it could be the same gunman just over time traveling to different places to kill people.
Michael, the issue of gun control, it always, of course, comes up after these mass shootings. Why is gun control such a hot-button issue in America?
Well, it's a cop-out. It's a political issue. The Second Amendment is alive and well. People own weapons and don't go kill people. You get a crazy that goes and does it, and all of a sudden it's an easy way out for politicians to talk about guns. And if this person bought a weapon legally, then that's something you can look at. You can look at strengthening our background checks, looking at other ways to keep the weapons out of the hands of people that are crazy. Usually what happens after this is law enforcement will let us know whether or not this person's been posting things on social media or whether this person has a prior criminal history. A lot of times these lone shooters are on the radar. We already know who they are. We just don't communicate well enough to stop them or keep them from buying weapons. So it's the person. It's not the weapon. I know that sounds political, but it really isn't. There's probably a weapon in almost every household in Texas, or at least with a relative. And the number of shootings in Texas, I think we've had 3 in the last couple of years. That's a lot. But, based on how many weapons there are in the country, you think this would happen almost every day. And I guess if I think about it, it almost happens every weekend, unfortunately.
Right. We had a mass shooting just last weekend in California at a food festival. These mass shootings certainly grab the headlines, but are they becoming more frequent, or do you think they're just being played up in the media?
I tell you, it's a competition with these shooters. Let's see if we can shoot as many as they did in Columbine. Now let's see if we can shoot as many as they did in Las Vegas. There's something wrong with an individual that goes out there and wants to kill people. Remember, murder is already illegal. It's illegal to kill someone. Gun control, if you look at gun control in California and gun control in Chicago, those are 2 of the strictest places for guns, and yet they're probably the highest center for these types of attacks, especially Chicago. People that want to kill will do it. This is kind of a new way of life, unfortunately, in America. And the best thing to do is to use your cell phone, capture video, give that video to the police so they can find out how many shooters are there, and use what you have in your hand as an intelligence collecting device.